Alrighty. Really like that song. I like Aphelion a lot. I've got a lot of good songs on this station on Pretzel. If anybody is there, thank you for being here. There's my other scene here. If I ever have the money, I really want to get like this. So I guess I could bring my mini stream deck over here and use it at this station if I have an extra USB slot. Need to get another USB hub. Get all my stuff set up over here so I can just push a button instead of having to reach over with the laptop and fiddle around with the touchpad that I'm not so great at using. And I would like to get a webcam for over here too, so I could have my face a little bit. If I ever have the money to get that new Elgato really nice camera for my gaming setup, I could move my Logitech webcam over here and use that. Maybe I'll make that a goal for like when I get my next Twitch check. It's a pretty good idea actually. But we are gonna open some things. Holy crap, that's loud. I don't know why the alerts and stuff are still so loud.
50 months. Halfway to 100. Zorvax cheer, Zorvax love.
What? King with the 50 months.
You
Holy
better
cow.
back off, girlfriend.
Holy cow. Yes, please get some love, and Che, you have no sub. I haven't streamed in a while.
I get that, but you're wrong and I hate you.
It's been a hot minute since I've streamed. I meant to stream before we went on our trip, but I didn't have the time or the energy, so I did not. 50 months, God, that's insane. The big 5-0. I'm working on, I know it doesn't matter to you guys because you all have the founders badges anyway, but I'm working on, I need to get with Kami and get more colors of our sub badges.
Yo.
It's 50, damn it.
Karina with the 48 months. Thank you for your subscribe. Please get some love in the chat. Pew Pew, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you for all the love. We had some resubs going on. I was just saying I need to get with Kami and see if I get those recolors done for the other badges, since we have like 8 or something additional sub badges now. We need to get those. Doing okay. Well, I hope you get to be doing better than okay. Hope you get to be fantastic. See how that's the way it always goes. You guys remember last time I was working on this guy? This is the orc that King got me. Full focus here really quick. He's coming along quite well, I think. There's not enough light here for you to really see him all that well, but he's coming along nicely. I'm gonna finish him up at some point. I don't know. I might work on him tonight if I have time. Doing okay, man. It's just been a busy few days because, you know, we went on our trip and everything, and then we got home yesterday. And I was like, okay, cool. Once we get everything done, I'll hop on. I'll stream for a little bit, and then we got home. We had to unpack everything, put stuff away, and then we had to go back out because we needed to buy some groceries and some other things. And by the time we got home, it was 9 o'clock, and I was like just trying to sit down and relax. I was like, you know what? I can't stream. We're gonna have to push the stream till tomorrow. Yeah, I need a vacation from our vacation. And the sucky part is I have to go back to work tomorrow, and I'm not gonna have a day off for like 2 weeks. So, no vacation anytime soon. But I'm gonna push through, and I'm gonna try to stream as much as I can, because I don't like going that long without streaming. Hi. But we got some goodies, so I'll start with the gifts I got, and we'll do the other box afterward. Huh? That's what they say. So when we went to visit my parents, we saw that they had a Games Workshop store, like an official Games Workshop store, which for those of you who aren't super familiar with Warhammer, Games Workshop are the ones who make these things. And so my mom had actually mentioned, like, the first day we were there, she asked, you know, where we got them from normally. I was like, well, we order them from online or a local, like, comic store and go pick them up. And she was like, oh, you should see if they have a store here. We can go and check it out. And I was like, okay. So I just searched. I don't know if I just searched, like, Warhammer something on the thing. I don't even know exactly. But it pulled up Games Workshop, so it was only, like, 20 miles away, 20-something miles away. So my mom was like, yeah, we should go and check it out. And ended up, Crystal and I, my mom, and my niece and nephew, we all went up to the Games Workshop store to check it out and see what it was. It was smaller than we expected, but it was still really cool to see. But I got some gifts. This my parents bought for me. She basically just made me pick out one. Crystal did the same. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted. There was so much stuff that I, of course, wanted. But I was thinking, okay, I need to continue to add to my orcs. And I really liked the orc bikes that I did, which I'm sure you guys remember. If not, I'm always happy to show them off. Probably a little dusty. My orc war bikers that I did. So I thought it would be cool to have some more vehicles, so I could have like a whole selection of vehicles, little vehicle detachment, whatever. So decided to go with a couple things. The first one being the Death Killer War Trike, which is, of course, a trike with a couple. It's got like 2 orcs and a Gretchen on it, I think. Fuel Mixa Grot. It's twice as killy. The twin boomstick. You gotta love the orcs, man. They have so much personality. Anyway, it looks super cool, and I always liked trikes because my dad actually had a trike, like a full-size motorcycle trike when I was younger, and I helped him essentially build it because we started with just the frame and we built it up, and he did all the wiring, and he put a Volkswagen Beetle engine on the back of it, so he almost killed himself a couple times with it. But yeah, so like I always think of that when I see trikes, and I was like, well, it's an orc trike, it's perfect. So Breakneck Speed Boss Kill Bike. So that's our first one that we got. Ooh, and my back is hurting. Been hurting since work, but it's worse now. And then my folks also got me some more chaos units, so we got some more chaos dudes to paint and do. Excited about that. Always excited to have more things to paint and add to the collection. And this one, I haven't actually opened this one yet and looked at it. It's still in the plastic wrap. This is the one that Crystal got for me. This is the Rucka Truck Squig Buggy, which this will go very nicely with the last thing we're going to open. It's a load of orcs with a bunch of squigs in a buggy, and this thing is really cool. So we've got some squig launches, heavy squig launches, some bitey squigs, stick squigs, the works, saw blade for cutting up other gits. I mean, you can see like the amount of detail that's gonna have to go into this thing is gonna be a lot. There's a lot of orcs, a lot of squigs and stuff on there. I already know. Pew Pew always talked about names for orcs. That's Bubba right there, 100%. That's gonna be Bubba. He just immediately strikes me as a Bubba. Sitting on the back tailgate with his gut hanging out. Yeah. So we'll just have to name all the other ones on there, but yeah, that's Bubba. But yeah, I'm excited, man. This thing is super cool. Got some vehicles to paint up and do. Yeah, I haven't opened this one. Actually, I might as well open it now. Yeah. We can turn it down. Old Bubba the Orc. So what have you been up to, Pew Pew? Haven't talked to you in, well, I mean we've talked, but not talk, in like a week or so. What? Like, alright, so of course it comes with instructions. There's gonna be, holy crap, yeah, pretty intricate. Just playing 14. How's that going? Oh yeah, that's gonna be a lot of stuff to put together. But it's gonna look cool. And then the stats. Contains one squig buggy. I can include one additional squig buggy or two additional. Okay, so you can do up to 3 squig buggies in one unit, but one can be by itself. Choose one of the profiles below, either Bile Squig, Bitey Squig, Boom Squid. Squig for the different squigs. Sorry, it's so bright, it's like blowing everything out. Good catching up on stuff and getting ready for Endwalker, which I approved the other day. Nice! I know, I still gotta get caught up. I'm probably gonna play some later tonight. Try to get some leveling done. We also got the shotgun, and we can choose other squigs. So weapon always wounds on 4+ unless targeting a vehicle or Titanic unit. Increase wounds on 6+. Cool. Awesome. And of course it comes like this. This is the base. This thing must be pretty large if you consider the size of a normal miniature. It's gonna be a pretty large vehicle. And there's all our parts. Surprisingly, it's all on one sprue, so that's not too bad. Probably because the base part of the vehicle and the bed and stuff are all one piece. Man, that is a lot of little details with all those little squigs right there and that recess. Those little feet. You can see the little orc feet. Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm excited. Thank you. I love that. Can't wait to paint that. No, you're not getting me anything else. The really cool thing is now that I've got all this orc stuff along with the chaos stuff, I can actually I can mix it up. I can paint like an orc thing, and then I can paint a chaos thing, and then, you know, another chaos thing, or switch back to orcs again. It gives me options so I don't get burned out on painting like the same thing over and over. Now, you've got this monster. I can't even fit it all in frame. I can't even fit the whole box in frame. It's the Beast Snagga Orcs Army set, which I think I'm all the way out, aren't I? Almost. That's all the way out. So, this is the box that I had reserved at my local store, and then found out they were only getting, like, I reserved it months ago, and I found out they were only getting 4 of them, and I was number 5 on the list. So I didn't end up getting one, and I was really bummed out about it because, I mean, you guys know I've been getting into this hobby since March, and I hadn't I've never pre-ordered anything. I never like had anything new coming out that I was like really excited to get. This is the first thing that was like new models that I was super excited to get my hands on. And so when I didn't get it, when they said they didn't have any more and they didn't know if they were getting more in restock, I was really bummed out about it. And Crystal can attest to that because I texted her a bunch about it. I was sad about it several different days. Especially once everybody else started posting their boxes. I was really like, oh, this sucks. I keep seeing everyone else's pictures are showing off theirs and I didn't get one, and it's all stupid. So, I went looking around online and I found a store that had one, and it was cheaper. It was a store like up in Indiana or something. And I was really skeptical because these things were like really hard to find. Like, all the stores had either pre-ordered and sold out, Games Workshop themselves had sold out from pre-order, everything. So I was really skeptical that they not only had it, but it was cheaper. So I started Googling the website, and I found that it was a little local shop, like I said, in Indiana, that just had a website where they also sold stuff. So the Google page had reviews, and they had like 4.8 stars, really good reviews. And it linked to the website, so I knew it was legit. And then I found them on Yelp, same thing, really good reviews on Yelp. It was a claimed official page, and it linked to their website. So it's like, okay, so it's like this all looks very on the level. Got distracted doing some genders. No worries, PP. We're just talking about the big orc box that I got here. So I was like, well, everything seems on the up and up. I'll go ahead and I'll order it. I'll use PayPal in case I do have any issues, you know, have the buyer protection and all that. And we'll see what happens. So like I said, it was cheaper, and even with shipping and everything, it was still cheaper than what I would have paid at the local store. I placed the order and said, we'll see. The next day I got shipping information, said it was being shipped. And it actually got here the day we left to go on our trip. So like we left at, you know, 7-something, 8 o'clock in the morning, and it got here at like 11. So it had been sitting here waiting for me. And the whole time I was like, I really hope that this is what it is supposed to be and everything's on the up and up and all that. And it was, so, you know, there we go. It was called Moonshot Games. So if anybody ever looks for anything, which I know none of you probably ever will, they are legit, and they got me my stuff, and they were cheaper, so props to them. So yeah, this is the Beast Snagga Orcs Army box set. It includes the new 136-page Orc Codex, which is the newest version. It's actually the only way you could get the newest version of the Codex right now is in this box until they start selling it separately. It has 52 data cards. It has the decal set, the little transfer things with the symbols and stuff. It has 26 miniatures in it, so it's got 20 of the boys, the various different, you know, orc boys. And then we've got Zodgrod Wartsnagga, who I think is a runt herd, if I'm not mistaken. We've got the knob on the Smash-a-Squig right there, the big one. And we've got 3 of these Squig Hog Boy riders. And then yeah, all the organs. This box is heavy, man. This box weighs like 20 pounds. It might be an exaggeration, but it's heavy. There's a lot in here. So this is unboxing technically, but I have of course already opened it because like I could wait a whole day to open this thing up and see what it is. So there's the outer box. Then you slide that off, and you've got the inner box, which I really hope I can get this guy. This is another hero unit that's coming out. It's the Great White Squig. It's a squig that essentially looks like a great white shark, but it's a squig. And it's got the legendary rider dude who managed to tame him. Royal! How are you, my friend? That's a big... I can't even fit it in frame, it's so big. That's what I'm saying. Like, this box has a buggy in it, and it's only that much of this. It's only like half the size of this box. But yeah, so there's our outer box. Hopefully I can get that. I also want to get the Beast Boss. He's really cool. They're all really cool, but obviously I'm not going to be able to afford to get everything I want. It's just the way it is. Need something? And then the final box. I know, you need some wrap. I have boxes on boxes here. That's what she said. Is it though? Is it? Okay. Alright, so we've got... These are all our bases for our boys. The basic orc boys. And then we've got... These would be the 3 for the squig riders, I'm assuming. With... Oops. With the biggest one of those being for the knob on the Smash-a-Squig. And then this must be... Maybe the runt herd guy? No, he can't be that big. Can he? Maybe he is that big. It would make sense, but then I don't know what the little one's for. I guess we'll have to figure that out. And then we've got... So I actually have not opened the data cards up yet. I appreciate you guys being here. I know most of you don't have the biggest interest in Warhammer, but this is all very exciting to me. I said this is the first thing that I ever, like, was a new thing coming out that I really wanted. So... Love me some Warhams. The old Warhams. So these are... Look at that. Look at that fancy little box there. Alright, so... Sorry for the glare. But those are the data cards. So, yeah, my understanding is these are just... basically cards that list like your psychic powers and your disciplines and things like that you can use, and it lists like the requirements and stuff, I think. I've not played a game yet, so I don't really understand, per se. Bad moons, Goths. Use a stratagem at the start of the fight phase. Select one Goth character unit from your army that has the no mucking about clan culture. Until the end of the phase, each time a model on that unit makes an attack, it scores an additional hit on a modified hit roll of 5+ instead of 6. 2 command points. I know, man. That gets you pumped, I get it. Gun crazy show-offs. So obviously people do use these because I've seen people playing and then having these cards. So I guess they are useful to have while you're playing. But they are cool cards regardless. Oh, by the way. Yeah, those are the data cards that I was talking about. Found a place that not only delivers some Bombas burgers, but also is that Doner kebab or Doner? I think I've heard of that before. I think there was a place in the town that's nearby us that does that. That sounds really familiar. Bro, I tried New World. I had my second MMO. So here's my thing with New World. I like New World. I think it'll be fun. I'm just kind of on the fence about like spending money on it. I don't know. Is it gonna be like one of those buy to play ones where you just pay the money to buy the game and then you don't have to pay a monthly fee? Let me see this. Oh yeah, that looks really good. I'd eat that all day. Buy to play, which means all the cool shit is gonna be in the store, yeah. So I think I will probably get New World when I can afford it. Huh? I don't know why. I thought we saw like 15 or something on there. Yeah, get it. It'll tell you when you go to check out. New World Shout on the 14 servers are down, the New World servers are down also, yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it when it comes out, because I probably won't be able to afford it at the time, and you know, it's gonna be full price and all. But yeah, I mean, if you don't have to pay a monthly fee to play it, that's fine. Because what I played of the beta, I enjoyed. Like, I thought it was a solid game, but I don't know how invested in it I'll get, is the thing. And with MMOs, that's always the big thing, is like getting invested in it. I'm fairly invested in 14 now. I'm obviously not as invested as you guys are, because I still don't even know how most of the game works. So we'll see. Has a nice art style, yeah. Also, the thing about playing, it's weird playing an MMO to me that doesn't have fantasy. As far as like, it feels very realistic, and while that's not a bad thing, it's usually not my thing. Does New World have tokens? If not, it's obviously trash, yeah. Gotta get that New World token. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about the more realistic, you know, everybody's a human and everybody uses more regular weapons and stuff. I know they have like stabs that do magic or some form of magic or whatever they want to call it, but I really like the fantasy element of MMOs. One mythic raid carry for 25 bucks, please, yeah. I mean, until Royal bought me Game Time for 14, I just wasn't playing any MMOs at all. And once I got back into 14, I was really enjoying myself. I want to get on sometime today when I have time and play some. There's no currently no controller support. That's honestly why I love Final Fantasy, yeah. That makes sense. I haven't used it. I played a little bit on PlayStation once on like a free trial account. And the controller support definitely seemed to be really good. Like, it worked really well. So next, I mean, we can still keep talking, obviously. I'm just going back and forth while we open those things. This is obviously Games Workshop Limited 2021. This is obviously, what's his name? The Wart Snagga guy. Because I see his crazy head with the hair. It's hard to keep everything in focus because then when I try to, oh, look at that. You can't see it. Yeah, that big base must be his because that's his feet right there, that big old thing. So it's gotta be. Cool, so that's him on that one. I haven't kept up with the Crafty or World of Wars, dude, everything. I was going back, checked a bit, and I was shocked. Turned, and pay to win. I mean, I haven't played WoW in quite some time. I played a fair amount when Shadowlands came out. You know, I leveled up to max level and did Covenant stuff and whatnot, and then I kind of stopped. So it's been, I mean, it's been months since I've played WoW. Like I said, I probably wouldn't be playing an MMO at all right now if not for Royal kindly giving me time for Final Fantasy. Blame Royal, yeah. I appreciate it. Even if it was just because he wanted me to play with him. Which we haven't gotten to do enough. This is obviously one of the... I think this is the knob on the squig, maybe? Because this is a big boy right here. And he's on a sprue by himself, so I feel like this... He's got this big, giant axe, power axe thing. So I feel like he's probably the knob squig. It's usually what they do. Power ass, yeah. Power axe. I mean, some of these guys might have a powered ass, though. They have augmentations. Anything's possible. Alright, this appears to be the other Squig Riders. Squig Rider! Do you? Oh, I'll get her? Oh. What time is it? 1,000 parts per second. Officially broke 1,000 hours in 14. That's crazy. The only game I ever probably have that much time in would be WoW. If you count all the way back to vanilla, I definitely am sure I have more than 1,000 hours across all my characters and everything. But I don't come close on anything else. I have no way to gauge Final Fantasy because I don't have it through Steam. Like I don't do mine through Steam. I have the you know, the regular launcher and stuff, so it doesn't tell me how many hours I've played. So cool, man. So cool. Alright, what we got next? The rest.
Sucks to be you, nerd.
2/ playtime, but see, I have multiple characters. Like my character that I play is not my first character. The character that I'm playing now is like my third character, I think. Because I started on one server, and I was playing there. And then when Warfiend started playing with some of his friends, I made a new character on another server, started playing there. And then I think I started on Fairy when Jarko was playing. And then the last time I played, I was playing over on the Coerl server, so I'd have to get on like every single one of the characters and do /playtime and just add it all up. But I know I'd be surprised if it was even 100 hours across all the characters, to be honest with you. I'm curious to know now. You're a bad influence on me, Spencer. I hope you know that. So the last two sprues appear to be all the boys. All the Beast Snagga boys. And I'm wondering if these guys have very many options of things you can swap out, or if they're pretty much set. Because sometimes they give you options for like different parts and stuff, but they actually look like they're pretty set. I'll have to look and see. Should I ban him? That wouldn't be very cash money of you. Not that you can anyways, because he's a mod too, so it won't let you. Only I have that kind of power. I gotta move all those sprues out of the way. Alright, so we've got our instructions, which we will definitely need. Build variants. Okay, so there are build variants. Assemblies for build variants are color coded. So we've got blue and green. So yeah, he does have the 50mm base. Who has the 25mm base then? It must be that little bomb squig thing. Kind of poggers, or at least wide peepo something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still wondering when I'm gonna get my damn follower emote slots, if they said they were rolling out to everybody. Rolling out to everyone except for me, I guess. Yeah, probably not. The animated emotes are still partner only right now. Hi, Sarah. You need some sleep. But who knows, by the time they do any of that, I might be streaming on another site at that point. So this is Zodgrod Wartsnagga. He does not appear to have any kind of build variants, and I'm sorry, the light is like blasting the page out. No, I am most likely going to start streaming over on Altair when it launches. Just because I've been following that project for over a year now, and they're really good people. A lot of actually Final Fantasy XIV streamers. So you guys probably know Avalon Star, who's the guy that's like the CEO, co-founder, whatever of it. And it just seems like a much better place, even if viewership and all that, which I don't care about anyway. Gizmo. Even if you have like discoverability and viewership and stuff might not be a thing, but honestly, like what difference does it make? It's not like I stream to make it a career, get rich or anything. I stream to have fun and hang out with you guys, so I can do that somewhere that doesn't have questionable policies and enforcement. So that's supposed to come sometime. Their plan is to have the site for visionaries and investors ready to stream before Endwalker comes out, because like I said, a lot of them are Final Fantasy streamers, like a lot of the founders and devs and stuff on the team. So they really want to have the website at least up and functional for a small pool of streamers by Endwalker. So if that be the case, yeah, I probably will do that, because again, I don't really care. It's not like, I mean, discoverability on Twitch is garbage anyway. It's very rare that people actually wander into small streams anymore, unless it's for a very niche thing. So apparently the variance is you can make a Beast Snagga knob instead of just a boy, which I will probably definitely do. Because the knob looks super cool. I know you guys probably can't see. I need to just come over here and pull focus. Focus, focus. You see the blue one is the knob. He looks pretty cool. Talking about Altair, you guys, if you've ever seen my Twitter retweets, I'm sure you've heard about it. Avalon Star and some other folks, prominently Final Fantasy 14 streamers, making a new streaming site they've been working on for over a year now. So it looks like that's actually probably the only variant. Oh, I guess like this is a variant you can do. Like in his case, you can either do the gun or the axe. But I mean, overall, there's not really a whole lot of variants. And there's all the boys. That'll be all the boys put together. The boys will be back in town. Then we got the knob on the Smash-a-Squig. Oh, he has some variants too. That's cool. You can make him more mechanically. I know what the word is for that. Give him like a more mechanical leg and stuff. Or you can do more of a natural. What do they say about the Backstreets? They're alright and all that. Yeah, they're back alright. That's cool. I like when they give you the variant choices for certain things. I might do mine more mechanical since I don't have a lot of the more basic squigs. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how the mood strikes me when I get to that point. So you can either have a gun or the power axe, which I'm probably going to give him the power axe because it's just so cool. The gun's kind of plain. Although, it's weird because I actually like the arm for the gun better. It has a more bionic feel to it than the axe one, but I don't know. We'll make those decisions. Oh, and then I guess you can put one of them on his back if you don't use it. It shows the axe could go on his back if you don't use it, but I don't know. I think I like the idea of using the axe instead. He looks angrier that way. If I really wanted to, I could probably figure out a way to use the mechanical arm with the axe, but it would probably be a pain in the ass. I have to cut it and like bond it back together and stuff. And then we've got the Squig Hog boys, the Hog Riders. Huh? You mean to get him? The old Hog Riders. These guys don't have any variants from the looks of it, which I guess makes sense. Yeah, the little ones for this little, like, squig. It's the little tiny squig. You can't really see it, damn it. It's a little tiny squig with a wheel for a back leg. It's hilarious. Love it. Alright. So that's all of our instructions. Definitely important to have. Then I guess this is just like artwork that you can hang or something, because there's 2 of these sheets and they don't do anything besides, and they're both the same, like they're just pieces of orc artwork, which they're really cool. They are quite cool. Might hang one of these up somewhere in my area. And then, the piece de la resistance, the thing that most people wanted from this, the new Orc Codex. Live off the land, go to find war. Kill what comes close, the old ways is best. These books are so cool. They're like really, 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 really nice books. Nice hardcover. It's got all the really cool artwork in them. Orcs. The ground shakes beneath their iron-shod boots. The air quivers with their bellowing and raucous glee. The skies darken with clouds of dust and choking black smoke thrown up by the passage of their endless numbers and ramshackle war engines. Unnatural green energies leap and crackle, gestalt alien warlust and savage excitement made manifest when they are charging an unstoppable avalanche of muscle, fangs, roaring saw blades, and thundering guns. As they surge forwards, their war cry rings out like thunder. Whoa! And yeah, so it has the introduction to the orcs. It goes through all the kind of backstory for them, the tribes, the clans. It has a whole thing about Gaz because he was such an infamous orc. And then it breaks down, you know, the Goths, Evil Sons, Bad Moons, Blood Axes, Death Skulls, Snake Bites. And then it's got like Boss Zagstruck, Boss Snickrot, which is the one that I'm painting right now. Which I didn't know that like you couldn't use certain orcs with certain clans, so that's kind of a bummer, but whatever. So actually let's do that. Let's go straight to 27. But yeah, this book, I mean, as you can see, this book is awesome. There we go. Boss Snickrot, the Green Ghost. And his artwork is super cool too. Look at, oh man, that's so awesome. I wish I could draw like that, man. Gaskell led us to Armageddon. Gaskell told us to stomp the Umans and knock the cities down. Where's Gaskell now? Zogged off across the galaxy. When the going got tough, that's where. Don't matter. We ain't going anywhere, lads. And when Armageddon belongs to the orcs, it won't be Gaskell's world, it'll be mine. I get it. Whoa. Whew. Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Boss Snickrot is that most terrifying of things, an orc with an agenda, and the feral intellect to back it up. Arguably the most cunning, sneaky, and vicious orc commando in the galaxy, Snickrot haunts the equatorial jungles of the world of Armageddon. It goes through their whole, like, backstory. Which obviously I'm not gonna sit here and read it because it's this whole page is all about him. But apparently he was one of the most highly regarded orc commandos because of his cunning. And yeah, one of the most feared of all greenskins. Even the orc hunters pray to the emperor. And it's not their neck that the stalker buries his knives into next. This book is so cool. Mad Doc Grotznick. Yeah, he was the one who did the stuff on Gaskell, if I'm not mistaken. Snake bites. Always forward about being backward. Yeah, Mosrog Scragbad is the one who rides the big white squig. Big Champa. And there's Zodgrod Wartsnagga. All the Thor in the game. Yeah, I mean the whole world is based around, you know, the lore, and then the characters, you know, these are actual units in the game, so like their abilities and stuff. So here's the page on Gaskell Thraka, and it has like his entire backstory and all that in it. And there he is. And then later in the book, it has all of his stats and stuff that go along with it. So all of the lore for this guy is, you know, I mean, it might not even be all the lore, but a mass majority of his backstory is all right here. So tells you basically how he became basically the biggest, baddest orc in the galaxy. And then later in the book, when it actually gets into the stats for like the tabletop and stuff, yeah, data sheets. So 82. So here on the actual data sheets, we've got, again, Gaskell Thraka. It tells you all of his stats for playing in the game. It tells you what the different things mean for the data sheet. So when you get to here, you know, the clan keyword for the different orc clans, different abilities, DACA weapons, weapon profiles, the Wah. You gotta call on Dewa. Ooh, yeah. So, I mean, Gaskell, it tells you some of the model's characteristics change as it suffers damage. So when he's 7+ wounds, 4 to 6 wounds, and 1 to 3 wounds, his stats change. It tells you his weapons and their stats, what the range and all that stuff are, and then all of his abilities. And then it goes on to tell you what his faction keywords are and his regular keywords. So he's orcs, obviously they're all orcs, but he's Goth, so he's a Goth clan orc, meaning that anything that affects Goth orcs, you know, he falls in line with that. And he comes with this little guy, Makari. He's part of the same model kit. So, like, here's a good for instance. One of his abilities is Gaskell's Wah banner, which is an aura. While friendly Goth orc unit is within 3 inches of this model, and this model's within 3 inches of a friendly Gaskell Thraka unit, each time a model in that friendly Goth orcs unit will lose a wound, you roll a dice, and on a 6, that wound is not lost. So if somebody wounds one of your dudes, and he's within 3 inches of both of these guys, essentially, you can roll, and if you roll a 6, they don't actually get that wound. This is all stuff that I have to learn, because I'm still figuring all this out myself. But that's why this book is so important, because not only is it just a nice book with a ton of lore and, you know, awesome drawings and all that, but it has all of your stats for all of your different units and their weapons and their mounts and all that stuff. Oh man, I really want that war boss in Mega Armor too. See, there's Snickrod, but see, Snickrod is a blood axe. He's not a goth, so I'm not exactly sure how all that works. Boss Zagstruck, he's a goth. The Death Killer War Trek, I just got one of those. So these apparently are just one single, they're not like where you can have multiples, I guess. It just says it's one thing. But then I have the 3 war bikers that go together, so. And then Captain Badbrook, he's a freebooter. Which the freebooters kind of seem, I don't know, not great. Even though they're super cool because they're basically orc pirates. That's these guys here. They're essentially like orc pirates, and they're a cool faction, but I don't think they're very good tabletop-wise. And there's Zodgrod Snaggas. See, he's a snakebite orc. So I'm going to have to figure out how all this works, because I might not actually be able to use all of these units together if they belong to different clans. Zogrod herds his notorious super runts into battle. The beast boss. I want this one so bad. I posted him in Discord. Yeah, I can't really get the picture over there. This guy. He's in the Warhammer channel in Discord. He's super cool. I don't even know how good of a unit he is, but I know he looks badass, and that's all I really need to know. Then you've got Beast Boss on Squigosaur, which is also cool, but I like the one on the ground better. That's this guy right here. And then there's a Pain Boss that's been around for a while. Boy. He's like a Mad Max unit. Rarely lucid, warboys ran about visions of prey and lose themselves in the senses of their warband squigs. That's pretty cool. See, Mazrog's Scragbag, which is the dude on the Great White Squig. Which you can tell better here, it looks like a Great White Shark, but a squig. So you paint the one Raven posted? Which one was that one? Let me open Discord without knocking all my models over. Put this book down too, because it's heavy. Really? I don't have time to log in Discord. Let me just open it on my phone. Yeah, I don't think I saw that. Hold on. Definitely didn't see that, but that's funny. Champion of Chaos divorced. Oh my god. That is quite funny. How do you do the thing? Hold on really quick. I can log in if I don't actually know how to get to it. Here maybe? Scan QR code. Yes, log me in. Much easier than trying to log in the other way. Now when I want to open something on this laptop, I can actually do it. Yes, I know. Thank you. I have so much stuff to paint now, it's not even funny. And then the Gretchens, you guys watch me paint some of those. And the regular boys, regular orc boys. So regular orc boys and Beast Snagga boys are actually different. While you can use them together and you can use them with any clan, their stats are different. So that's pretty cute. Pain boy. I really need a pain boy. I think pain boys are very useful. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait. Once this codex has been out for a while, I'm gonna have to wait and see what people say are good to use before I actually buy any more units for a while. Runt Herd. I have one of those. He came with the Gretchens. Burna boys. I really wanted some Burnas and Ludas. They're on my wish list. Orc Mech. Tank Bustas. I wonder if they're gonna update all these models because like they're making new orc boys. So they might be updating some of these other ones too. That they have new commandos, but for now they're only in the new kill team box. And I would really love some commandos because if I'm not allowed to use Snickrot with my Goths, I could actually use him as a boss knob. I could say he's just a commando boss knob instead. Do something like that. So most people don't really care. If you say, hey, this isn't actually that, it's something else. Yeah, I really want some of the other vehicles just because they're so cool. They had the Boom Deck Snaz wagon there. And some guy was actually trying to get me to buy it because he's like, I really need a piece out of it. I'll pay part of the money. And I'm like, bro, I don't even know what I'm buying yet. And now you're already wanting me to buy something so you can have a piece out of it? I forget what he said he wanted, but a gun? Yeah. Maybe I wanted that gun. Oh, okay. There's the Ruckachuk Squig Buggy, which you can have. And see, this is the thing. The power ratings are different in the new codex versus what that book says. So all of the models come with data sheets, but now they're all basically out of date because these are different. Because I think it used to say it was like 7 something, I don't know. I know the top one was 14 and now it's 15, so they have a higher power rating. Either way. You can have up to 3 of these in one unit. I would love to have 2 more Squig Buggies, but man, I am not rich. Trying so hard not to reply with bless you every time you say one, I know. But that's the fun with orcs, is they have really weird names for everything, because orcs just say it like they see it. Yeah, some of this is really cool. There's the Squig Hog boys. For every 3 models this unit contains, it can be equipped with 1 bomb squig. So, since the kit comes with 3, I can have the bomb squig with it as well. I wonder if anyone's done up how many points is in this whole box. Yeah, and the Def Coptas too. So I have one of the old Def Coptas that I got for super cheap from the game store, because it was like an individual model that, which now kind of sucks because you have to have 3 of them for a unit. So Even if I wanted to use this, I couldn't unless I got 2 more of them. Which I'm assuming the new ones are going to be sold probably in a kit with 3 if you need 3 for 1 unit. Different mech guns, battle wagons, bone breaker, gun wagon, killacan, ludas. I mean, like I said, every orc name is very to the point. A kill rig. The kill rigs are super cool. But that's probably going to be really expensive because it's a massive unit. The flash gits. See, flash gits I think are... Well, actually it says clan. It doesn't specifically say freebooters. I always thought that flash gits had to be freebooters unless they changed it with this codex. Because it says orcs clan. It doesn't say orcs freebooters. Yeah, it's a massive unit. Huge. Like you've never seen before. Daka Jet, Blitzabama, Wazbomb Blastajet, the Morkanaut. I really want a Morkanaut. I think a Morkanaut's the one I wanted. It's one kit, and you can either make a Morkanaut or a Gorkanaut, depending on what you want. But I think the Morkanaut is generally considered better. I don't know. I'll have to look and see. But that's another one. It's like $100 and something. So it's a huge unit. Massive pew pew. Same with the Stompa. The Stompa's another huge one. I wonder how many points it is. 34 power. Shouldn't it say how many points it is in the book? Like, isn't that the point? Maybe it says it somewhere else in the book. The boss bunker, that's a new thing that's coming out. That looked really cool. Just look at this artwork, man. That's bitchin'. Weapon profiles.
It is possible that some humans will either be uploaded into machines genetically modified or augmented with nanotechnology.
This is all the war gear. Ah, there we go. Points value. So the beast boss is 95 points. Beast boss on the Squigosaur is 145 points plus 5 points if he has the thump gun. That shit bussin', as the kids like to say. Yeah. Gaskull's 300 points, which I think Raven told me that before anyway. The Death Killer War Trike is 120 points. Makari's 55 points. Trying to look at just ones that I actually have. Zodgrod Wart Snagga is 65 points. I don't even know if I can use him though. The Beast Snagga boys. They're 11 points per model. And it's 10 minimum for a unit. So that's 110 points for one full unit. Regular boys are 9 points per model. So they're 2 points cheaper per model. Gretchens are 5 points per model. Elites. Commandos are 10 points per model. If I can actually get my hands on some. Interesting. So there's probably a lot in here because if the Beast Snagga boys are 110, so that'd be 220 total. That's 220 just for the boys. And then Where is the... I guess that'd be fast attack? The Squig Hog boys. They're 25 points per model and then an extra 5. So that's 75, so that's 80 for them. So that's 300 points right there. What would the other one? The knob on... So 3, so that's 365 points. So what I say 365, so 3, so 430 plus him. What about the knob? Oh, I got him. Okay. 400, what did I say, 430? I feel like I'm missing something else, too. Might be. Pretty good size of things in here. One of these days, I'm gonna open up the Battle Scribe app, and I'm gonna add everything I have, all the orcs that I have, to one roster, so I can see how many points total I have in orcs. Of course, I have to find out first if I need to omit ones like Snickrot, because if I can't use Snickrot with the rest of my orcs, because I'm essentially gonna have to run my orcs as the Goth orcs, since I use Gaz. If they say, oh well, you can't use him because he's... Same thing with the other one, what was his name, Zodgrot or whatever. If I can't use him because he's Snakebite, then I can't include any of those in my roster list. But people said you can also do like a detachment of Goth and a detachment of something else, and it's like, okay, well if I do that, but then I don't have enough to do, I think, a whole detachment of like Blood Axes or Snakebite. I mean, I could use the Beast Snaggas boys as Snakebite, because they kind of fit that clan culture. But I don't know. And yes, I'm putting it back in the box because I don't have time to work on them just yet. And I don't want to have... Oops, just hit my camera. I don't have space to have like 4 boxes of things just sitting around. So we're gonna put this back in the box. Put the bunny back in the box. And then we got these. And then we got that. Man. And, hold on. Hold on now. We also still got this. As well. And we still got, this. And I've still got this. This is my pile of shame that I have right now. Which is not really shame, because before, essentially the other day, I only had these 3 were the only things I had left to paint. And I was complete. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I have to count the one I haven't done yet. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh. 12, 30. Oh no. I've got like 48 things to paint. Oh no. I've got like 48 models to paint. Because this one box is 26 in itself.
But wait! There's more!
Exactly. Exactly. There's always more. And I'm wondering if I didn't... Technically, if you include Snickrot, because he's not actually done yet, which is what I need to do today after dinner. I need to finish Snickrot, or at least at least try. I probably won't be able to finish him because I still got his other arm, his backpack, and his base to do. And then one's like, I mean, this one's gonna take a while because it's big and fairly intricate. And then this guy is also big and intricate. And then the buggies, the squig buggy and the war trike, those are gonna take a while because they're big vehicles. It's hire people to paint for you, yeah, right? That's what a lot of people do. That's what a lot of people do. But for me, painting is the fun part. It's all good. It gives me variety. So if I want to paint, I can pick something that I already have put together and primed, and I can paint. If I don't feel like painting, I can assemble some models. If I don't feel like, you know, if I want to paint a chaos unit, I have chaos units to paint. If I don't feel like painting chaos units, I've got orcs to paint. If I don't feel like painting infantry, I can paint a vehicle. Like, it gives me options. It's never a bad thing. Can't spell paint without pain, right? Exactly. Yeah, I mainly just I wanted to visit with you guys because it had been a hot minute since I did any streaming, and I figured it was a good opportunity to open up some of these boxes that we have and show you guys my new troops. I think I showed you all the obliterator that I finished. That was the last unit I actually completely finished the other day. So I can zoom in, but then I'll have to refocus again. Yeah, that was the last thing I completely finished up. He came out pretty good, I think. Matches the other one. I'm gonna have like a full army of both chaos and orcs at this rate. I've got this whole chaos start collecting set that I did, and then I've got all my orcs that I did, and then I've got more of everything. And then I've got, where are you? Got him to finish, so he's well on his way. Stand up. He's well on his way. He's got an arm and a backpack left to do. And his base. Which I have some cool ideas for the base. Like I said, I gotta figure out, because if I can't use him with my army, what I can do is in the future when I can get my hand on some commandos, because I'm hoping that since they're doing commandos in the kill team box, that means they're going to release new commandos by themselves. If they do release new commandos, then I can just be like, hey, I'm going to use him as my commando knob or something if I can't use him as himself. Or if I ever feel like using him as himself, I could play a game and just say my orcs are blood axes, and just not use Gaskell and Makari. The nice thing is that most of the units don't have clans associated with them. It's generally just like the elite units or the boss units that have clans attached. So if I end up with multiple commanders for different clans, I can just say, well, I'm playing as this army. The only thing is, I don't know how good blood axes are. Or snake. I heard snake bites are kind of crappy. And then also, I forgot I actually have this to paint too. But you can't see it. I've got this Cthulhu monster to paint too, that I bought. This was just a cheap model that I bought for fun. But he's like a giant giant Cthulhu monster coming out of the water. So I have to paint him as well. I gotta decide what colors I want to do for him. I feel like I've done a lot of purple lately, and I'm gonna do purple with my other boys, so I might not lean towards purple this time. Maybe I'll do some greens and blues or something. I don't know. He's cool though. I like him. He's got a lot of detail. Yeah, I've got close to 50 things basically to paint. We're gonna be busy for a while. I think what my plan is gonna be, depending on how I feel each day when I get home from work, because, I mean, let's face it, that's gonna be a lot of the deciding factor. If I feel like painting or building models or whatever, then I'll stream that. If I don't, we'll stream some games, play some Final Fantasy 14 or maybe some other stuff. I always feel like I need to play Final Fantasy 14 because, like, the game time thing. It's like I know I just see my game time ticking away. And I was gone for a few days, so I didn't get a chance to play. But we'll figure it out. The days that I'm really tired, if I might have to skip a stream, whatever. But if I'm just kind of tired and don't feel like doing the painting and stuff, we can play some games. Don't upset the MMO gods. I know. Terrible. They get upset if you don't visit daily. Luckily, some of these, like these two, are already primed and ready to go. So when I want to paint them, it'll be... I'll probably honestly paint one of those after I finish Snickrot, just so I can, mix it up, do a chaos unit, and then I'll go back to doing some orky stuff. You gotta make it orky, man. You just gotta. I'll have to find a place to put all these damn things. All these boxes of stuff. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably wrap it up, guys, so I can have some time to put all my things away. I know I've only been live for like an hour and a half, but I don't think I feel much like getting into too much else right at this moment, and then before too long it's gonna be time to cook dinner and eat and everything, and then I gotta take me a shower and all that good stuff. So I think we might just call it a day here, and then tomorrow, depending on how I feel, we will either do some crafting or painting, or if not, we'll do Final Fantasy 14 maybe, or something else. I have so many games to play. I want to play some more Yakuza because I was really enjoying Like a Dragon. I still need to finish Resident Evil Village. I still need to finish Demon Souls. Got so much on my plate right now. So much. I know, poor me and all my video games and things to do. The big shiny spot right there. But first and foremost, I gotta get Snickrot finished. That's my... If I don't finish him tonight, then I might work on him some tomorrow. I really want to get him done. I hate having a model like half completed. It bothers me so much. Who even plays 14? I know, right? Royal doesn't even have 1,500 hours, so it can't be. Yeah, right? If you don't have at least 1,500, then how can we even take you seriously? I'm really curious. I'm gonna have to look and see how many hours I have across my characters. I would be surprised if it was more than 100, though. The times that I did play, I always was just focused on leveling up and not much else. But yeah, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I do appreciate it. It was fun. Enjoyed the chatting and going through all the new toys. So I appreciate all of you. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the last bit of your weekend. I'm gonna try to, because again, I have to work next weekend, and I'm gonna have to work some early nights and some late days, and I'm definitely not gonna be able to stream as much as I want to, but I'm gonna try to stream as much as I can. I gotta try to get back into a regular schedule again. I would love it if one day I could get back up to doing, you know, at least 4 days a week, but it's been really, really hard to accomplish that. I feel like if I can figure out a schedule, maybe that'll help me try to stick to it a little better, but at the same time, schedules are tough because then I feel even worse if I don't stream, if I have a stream scheduled, which is why I essentially got rid of my schedule. So it's kind of like a battle. Do I want to have a schedule which will help me stay a little bit more on top of things? But if I miss streams, that makes me feel worse. We'll see, I don't know. Alright guys, again, enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend. Sure, I'll chat with you all later on Discord and stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to pew pew. I really wanna. I like hanging out with you guys. It's fun. It makes for an enjoyable time. So. But yeah, have a good rest of your weekend, guys. I'm sure I'll talk with you on Discord and stuff, and otherwise, we'll probably see you back here tomorrow night. Alright, talk to y'all later. Have a good one. Peace.